Agrigento and its treasures. Agrigento is a Sicilian city. It's famous for the ruins of the ancient city of Akakas and the Valley of the Temples, a large archaeological site with Greek temples which are still intact. The city is also the birthplace of a famous writer, Luigi Pirandello, whose house has become a museum. The staircase of the artist is among the 16 most colorful staircases in the world. In summer, the staircase attracts for its beauty several artists and tourists. It is so beautiful that it has been declared the most original staircase in Agrigento. In Agrigento there are many important Doric temples, built by the ancient Greeks in the Hellenistic period. The temples are located in the Valley of the Temples, and the most important is the Temple of Athena, the goddess of war, arts, and wisdom. The Valley of the Temples is located in the province of Agrigento. It is an archaeological park in Sicily, characterized by the presence of Doric temples from the Hellenic period. Since 1997, the Valley of the Temples has been included in the UNESCO World Heritage List, and it is considered a popular tourist destination, as well as being the symbol of the city and one of the main ones on the island. The Temple of Concordia is a part of the Valley of the Temples. It is not known to whom its name was dedicated. Together with the Parthenon, it is one of the most preserved Doric temples in the world, and it is documented by one of the first Sicilian historians, Tommaso Fazzello. The Temple of Zeus is also part of the Valley of the Temples, but after Aimara's victory over the Carthaginians in 480 and 479 BC. It is described in enthusiastic terms by Dr. Siculo. Built in marble, it measures 108 meters in length and 41 meters in wide. It is made up of 104 Corinthian columns that measure 17 meters each. Unfortunately, of these, only 15 are left standing. Luigi Pirandello was born in 1867. He was a playwright, poet, and an important Italian writer. The Nobel Prize of Literature in 1934 was awarded to him for his bold and ingenious revival of dramatic and scenic art. Here is his signature.
The tale. A tale is a comparatively simple narrative, either fiction or true, written in prose. It generally deals with a single story. In Italy, it spread through Boccaccio's Decameron, but it is a very ancient origins. Modern literature has privileged the short story. Giovanni Verga is one of the most important novelists of the 19th century. He published several collections of tales, such as Novelle Rusticane Chivalry, and Vita dei Campi, Life in the Fields. In the 20th century, writers used tales as a starting point to reflect, making satire and denounce the poor social conditions. Luigi Pirandello was one of the major exponents in the first half of the 20th century. He was a playwright, poet, and novelist. He wrote a collection of tales for a year. Some titles were Ciaula scopre la luna, Ciaula discovers the moon, Il treno fischiato, The Chain Whistled, Bianche e Nere, Black and White Tales, and Un cavallo nella luna, A Horse on the Moon. His tales deal with the most hidden truths of his character, their inner fear and conflicts. Ciaula discovers the moon. The tale, written in 1912, is set in a Sicilian surfer mine and deals with the story of a poor boy, Ciaula, who lives his miserable life